What's going on, everybody? Today I have a fun video for you all. It is going to be focused on poured silver. If you are a fan of this channel, you're going to want to stick through this video and stay through till the end. I'll tell you that right up front. Today I'm primarily going to be focusing on the Bear Mint. You guys know, if you watch my channel, that we are friends, that I have been collecting Bear Mint pieces for a long time, doing trades, purchasing all different types of things, community pieces. A lot of you also know that I do pour silver. However, long before I poured silver, I was a collector of it, a purchaser of it, a stacker of it, just basically just enjoy it. It took me a while in my stacking journey to get into poured silver. There's varying opinions on it. Some people love it, some people hate it, some people think you'll never be able to sell it. To each their own. I can honestly tell you, after stacking for over 10 years, buying all sorts of different things, doing many different things, that there definitely is a market out there for it. Of course, I make it myself and sell it, and there's definitely no shortage of demand. However, today it's not a video about selling you on poured silver. I want to just enjoy some of these pieces out here. I've added over 100 ounces of Bear pieces in this last year, and I'm over 400 plus ounces of the Bear Mint that I'm going to be going through today. So I can probably say it's probably one of the best Bear Mint stacks out there. If you have one that can challenge mine, I'd love to see it. And I'd also like to challenge you guys in the beginning of this, if you are into community poured silver, I challenge you to make a video sharing some of yours, whether it's showcasing one person or many people. Of course, this is just one person of my community poured silver, but it is a rather large chunk of it. I have lots and lots of different makers, throughout the years of YouTube, Instagram, different things like that. Maybe one day I will do another full community stack. I have done one years ago. You can go back and check that out. Of course, I've added lots of pieces since then. And the Bear has made some cool stuff over the years that I've really enjoyed. Just enjoyed the journey with him. He's been pouring for quite a few years. One of the earlier pourers, even though, the poured silver as we know it, guys, like pieces like this, and pieces like this were just a few years ago. And these were pretty crazy when people came out and started doing these. When you saw MK Bars doing them, when you saw Jaeger's poured silver started doing 3D pieces. You've seen, people, of course, Losing Louie. He's a good buddy of mine. I'm definitely going to mention him. Hi-Ho Silver. He doesn't do too much 3D stuff at all, mostly just shiny bars, but nonetheless, poured silver, right? And lots of people, the Vulcans and Pit Bullion, and then, all the people from the Metals Mafia back in the day, and Silver Vessel, my real good buddy, and Stacking AG, all those guys that you guys remember from back then. We're just a part of it. And over the last few years, myself included, it's definitely blown up. I make pretty much every type of silver, whether it's bullion and stuff, but most of the stuff that I like to make are cast pieces. But, when the Bear, earliest pieces that I have from him, I can show you, and he doesn't like me showing them off because it was when he was new, and, he picks on himself and not real happy with the pieces, but I thought they were awesome. This is He-Man's axe back in the day, one of the earliest pieces I got from him, probably in 2017, maybe something like that. Let's see, and then the Jason masks, which I shared with you recently. Here's another piece. This one I didn't purchase from him. I bought this on the secondary market. A few of these pieces I've picked up that you're going to see today were purchased, off of other people selling on Instagram or eBay, if I've seen them come up. Obviously, this is Link Shield, 4 ounces. This is the number one. I believe he even has a video, maybe even pouring this on his YouTube channel. Which I had a lot of fun back in the day. And then he also messed around with some investment Lost Wax casting. Here you have Castle Grayskull, which is a very cool piece. I was really happy when he made that. And then actually this one right here is the first Metals Mafia piece ever made, and this is a Lost Wax piece as well. Other people have made these pieces here, just with casting, regular sand casting, like this piece here as well. And you know, back then a lot of people were trying different things, trying to make different weapons. A lot of people were doing stuff like that, just having a good time, seeing what they could put into silver, seeing what they could get out. You know, people getting their hands on anything that they could get in and out of the clay, trying new different things, trying different finishes, just having fun with it. And of course, it's progressed over the years. There's also lots of casting that goes on, like this beautiful bar here. You know, there's a lot of people, even people that have been in the game for a really long time, know the difference between poured silver and cast silver. I see it very regularly, you know, mistakenly called one or the other. A lot of people nowadays do a lot of cast. You know, a lot of people got away from regular stamping like this, you know, regular stamping, and, you know, they all bought heavy duty presses, and a lot of things are pressed nowadays, cast and then pressed. And then there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that as a downgrade to the piece or to the bar or anything like that. It's just a different type, different skill level, it's apples and oranges. And, you know, sometimes I try to let people know, and, you know, part of having these channels and talking to you guys is educating and letting you know. And as a person that is a poured silver connoisseur that does it himself, has done many different pieces, you know, I try to let you guys know, you know. And I will tell you, rule of thumb, usually if you're buying silver from somebody and it doesn't state that it's poured, most likely it's going to be cast. Now you'll say, what's the difference between poured and cast? Well, poured is either, you know, you have a furnace. You'll see a lot of people on YouTube or whatnot, you know, having the furnaces with the crucible, electronic furnace. They'll go over and hit the button. They'll wait for the metal to heat up. You know, they'll grab it out, they'll pour it into a mold. You know, that's what a lot of people have done over the years. That's what a lot of these bear pieces here are poured. And then also, or you could have what we call in the game a whip and dish, where you can have a different type of torch, whether it be, you know, propane or MAP gas, or if you have a, you know, a bigger setup like oxygen acetylene, which I primarily use myself, and then a clay crucible, and you'll heat the silver, and then you'll pour it after you make your mold. You know, that's another type of poured silver. Some people just use big ovens, heat it up, and then pour it. A lot of the cast stuff, a lot of the stuff that you're seeing nowadays, you know, the guys are getting a little bit bigger. People like Haley Bug, different guys like that, Kazoo Bullion, that's here, that's local to me. A lot of people are investing into the cast machines, and you've seen those cast machines over the years. Especially the last few years, you've seen them, whether you're purchasing from all these different types of mints that are casting. Obviously, Scottsdale casts everything. You know, you see like the germanium mint, all that type of stuff are cast. Basically, they have molds where, you know, I call it like the easy bake oven, right? And I don't say that as a negative. It's just so you understand what I'm talking about. They'll put it in the mold, they'll put it in a machine. Obviously, it's a little bit more complicated than that, the ones that they use that come out with the perfect finish on top. But that's basically what it is. They set it in the oven, they hit the button, and it melts, and you know, they're not really made by hand. You know, so there is a difference between cast and poured. This is a cool piece here. I've showed this one recently. It's got that AG Mac where he's refining. We got people in the community out there refining silver, making, you know, very, you know, 4, 5, 9s fine crystal. Lots of cool people. Here's a big old chunky bear. I back stamped that and put a matte finish on it, just playing around. But you know, so there's all different types of poured silver, or, you know, a lot of people look at cast silver like it's in the poured silver, or, you know, or pressed silver, where they'll cast buttons or cast bars, and then they will, you know, buy 100-ton presses and press it, or even more, and even get nice coins. You know, a lot of people do that nowadays. So there's all different types, and it's come a long way just in the last few years. Here is a bar. This is a wood pour. If you're not familiar with that, you'd router out the wood, and then you would pour it into the wood multiple times, getting the grain of the wood out. Now this is a piece that I actually sent Bear from Michigan. I'm from Michigan, the Great Lakes, and it was a piece of driftwood, and he poured into it for me. And this is what I got back. Thought it was very, very cool. And I have the kilo one that I just shared with you. And this one here, you'll have to excuse me, but I don't remember exactly what type of wood this was that he used for this. Bear's poured pretty much in any type of wood, hardwood, any different type of thing that you could find. He's poured into it to see what type of grain patterns he could get. And here's one that I've found a while back. I think I found this one at eBay or Instagram, maybe from AG Stacking over on Instagram. He got his hands on that, and I bought that on the secondary. But lots and lots of cool pieces here. I could go through them. I've gone through them before. I did a Bear stack about a year ago. But like I said, I wanted to pull this out just to talk to you guys a little bit about the history and, you know, people trying different things like this, just trying to see what type of crazy stuff they can get in and out of the clay. I know I do that all the time. I get excited by it. I have a good time with it. Obviously stuff like that's going to be high premium. It's not necessarily stuff that people stack. You know, I always tell everybody, if you are a new stacker, stick to the cheapest generic rounds and bars that you can get your hands on. Don't pay the premiums on anything. That includes Silver Eagles. Just stack the cheap, pure silver. You know, as a person that's been doing this for a minute, as a person that has a couple ounces himself, I will tell you, pure, cheap silver, when you're new, you know, that's my advice. That's the easiest way. Obviously, there's a million different scenarios that you can break down, different reasons for different people around the world or even in the United States, what would make more sense for them than that. You know, there's all different types of things, and you can't really make any blanket statements when it comes to stacking or explaining to people silver or precious metals or what they should or shouldn't stack. It's more complicated than that, and it's easy to know that when you make a comment like that, and you'll get lots of discussions down below. Hopefully people are nice when they're doing that, but you'll have discussions down below with people disagreeing. You know, I've been told many, many times that people wouldn't buy stuff like this or buy poured silver because coin shops won't want it. But, you know, I just watched a video the other day. I think it was, what's his name, Silver Seeker or something. He did a video, and I try to get out there and watch videos too. He did a video where he stated that somebody told him that an entire state wouldn't buy silver rounds. Like, they wouldn't even purchase silver rounds. So there's a lot of BS out there, guys. There's a lot of people that have no clue what they're talking about, and that's okay. It's the internet. We all realize that, you know. I've never been one to come out and just say, hey guys, this is what you need to do, and if you don't, you're dumb. You'll never hear me say that. I'm opinionated, of course. There's things that I believe in. There's things that I add and put in my stack, and I do it for a reason, you know, but my reasons may be different than everybody else's, you know, and that's okay. You know, hustling, I always refer to the video that Hustlin made that says you're doing it wrong. Really, there's no wrong way to do it. If you're putting metals back, you're ahead of the game, you know. Just because I don't like 90% doesn't mean you can't stack it and love it. You know, we all have opinions that vary, and that's you know, the other cool part about having so many different options out there to purchase. And, you know, not all poured silver has high premiums, you know. I've purchased plenty of stuff from the Bear. His premiums were always reasonable, especially for cast pieces like this. A few bucks over spot, you know, it wasn't bad at all to add some of that. Obviously, if you're gonna do something like this, it's gonna be higher, guys, because you've got to pay for the clay. It's like literally under 2 ounces. And it probably took Bear an hour or so to make this piece. You know, he's making next to nothing, even if it's like double spot. So that's why you don't see a lot of really light stuff like this, you know. But I will say too that people are out there doing the lost wax casting, selling stuff for insane amounts, and people pay it, and they don't really complain. You know, there's definitely a market. And you know, one scenario that I tell everybody, you know, because I'll get comments, silver is silver. You know, that should only be a 2 ounce piece. That should be like 50 bucks, right? Well, I say you don't purchase furniture for the price of the wood. You know, you don't You don't, purchase your house for the price of the supplies. You don't purchase anything that's handmade or made or manufactured for the price of the raw material. Obviously, there's premium. There's premium. I mean, people are paying a few dollars over spot for rounds with a certain image on it that they like, that are stamped in, tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands. So there's premiums to everything that's made, and the premiums come down, and the premiums have been down on silver lately. I think it's a good time. Here's another piece that I found on the secondary market. I actually purchased this off of eBay from, I believe I purchased this from Louis. Lewis and Louis had a few pieces up. If you haven't checked out his website, go check out Lewis and Louis' website. He's been posting daily videos, putting best silver gold deals out there. He's got a website, he's got a chat room. He's got stuff on eBay for sale. Go check him out. Obviously, if you're watching me, you probably already know Louis, but Lewis and Louis, or Louis Silver. But if you're not familiar with that, go check it out, bestsilvergolddeals.com. He's putting a lot of time and effort into that. And, and it's appreciated by people like me and people out there that, want the best deals on silver. And he shows the best deals on gold, silver, platinum, collectible pieces. He puts a lot of time and effort into that. So if you haven't checked it out, please go check it out. So there is a bunch of stuff here. I haven't gone through every single piece. I've been chatting your ear off a little bit. But I also want to take the time to, at this point in time, I'm going to do a little giveaway, guys. I'm going to do a giveaway, and you're not going to have to jump through any hoops for the giveaway. It's merely for Easter. It's just something that I wanted to do because I appreciate you guys spending time with me, watching my videos, checking my stuff out, things of that nature. I won't ask you guys to do anything other than say down in the comments that I'm in. If you say that I'm in down in the comments, I will put you in for a drawing, which I will do. I'm not going to do a video for the drawing, but you guys are going to have to trust me that I'm going to do it fairly, and that I will, obviously I'm going to put all the names in a program and I'll run it. And I'll pick the winner. It'll be honest. I have no reason not to be honest with you guys. So if you've hung out with me this long and you've checked it out, now if you feel like doing anything, I appreciate thumbs up. I appreciate comments. I appreciate any sharing. If you want to go check out any of my videos, I'd appreciate that. I got a playlist for pickups. I think I'm on 48 now. Go check out the playlist. Let it run in the background. Help me get my hours up on the channel a little bit. That would be cool, but it's definitely not necessary, guys. If you feel like doing it, something like that, then go right ahead. If not, don't worry about it, and I'm going to show you the piece. I'm going to give it to you here in just a minute, but I wanted to share with you guys this really cool piece. It's the only collaboration Bay City Bullion's ever done. It's been with the Bear. There are two of these. I think we made a dozen of them regularly. This one's stamped different with the, but yeah, very, very cool. And I believe Pip Bullion, we raffled off, or auctioned off the prototype. And that one went for $200. Pip Bullion bought that. And thanks, buddy. I appreciate you for doing that. And if you're watching this video, here's an old piece from the Bear. It was supposed to be an alien egg. We call it the testicle. But just for jokes, obviously, guys. But cool skull here. But all right, let's look at the piece for the giveaway. If you stuck with me this long. All right, there was a little break there. I had an issue with my battery. But here is the piece for the giveaway, guys. It is a 2-ounce bar. Obviously, it is Jesus. I made this. This is a Bay City Bullion piece. Happy to have it there for the giveaway. Once again, all you have to do is say, I want in down below. I will wait till probably Monday night or Tuesday morning, and I will go ahead and write down everybody's names, and I will respond to your comment in this video for the winner and pin it to the top. So here is the piece. 2-ounce Jesus bar, just for Easter and appreciation for every one of you guys. Once again, I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Good luck, guys.